Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, when you place yourself in the eye of the storm, when a storm is coming and you place yourself in the eye of that storm, yourself and everybody that sees you doing that knows one of the likely consequences of what is likely to happen. Guys, I bring you this. My family is worried about me, but no human can kill me. Who is saying this? Sunday Igboho, the man that is the hot cake in the Nigerian space at the moment, the man of the moment. So of course now he has now put himself forward to champion this cause, and of course the consequences of him putting himself forward is well known, and as a precursor to those consequences, as a first warning, his house was burnt down. So already he knows that he's in the eye of the storm, and so does his family. So the alarm to him that has settled down as again, my family is worried about me, but no human can kill me. A headline attributed to Sunday Igboho. So now let's now see what our Sunday's family is saying to him. Yoruba freedom fighter Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has stated that he remains undeterred in his quest to liberate the Southwest from killer headsmen, despite concerns over his safety by family members. In recent weeks, Igboho has been in the news for asking herders allegedly responsible for farmer herder crisis to leave some communities in Oyo and Ogun State after his visit to Igangan in Ibarapa North local government area of Oyo State. The house of the Seriki Fulani in the area was razed by angry youths. In what seems to be a reprisal, one of Igboho's houses in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, was gutted by fire by unknown persons. In an interview with the newspaper on Sunday, Igboho said no human being can kill him and he will not be distracted. The Yoruba warlord was quoted as saying, "I am not afraid of anything or anyone but God. God is the owner and controller of every soul. It is only God who can kill me. No human can kill me, so I cannot be afraid of any mortal. My children challenge and persuade me to quit every day. They wave the caution sign to me every time. My wife is also worried about the cause that I fight for, but I have to do this for the liberation of my people anyway. But I am equally worried about my people who are being dehumanized and oppressed in their own territory for no just reason. Those who should address the issue just fold their arms and watch because they have been compromised. This struggle is for the good of all, so that when I am gone, they will not live in subjection." The governor of the state, Seyi Makinde, had kicked against the quick notice issued by Igboho to Fulani people in Ibarapa local government area of the state. Commenting on the development, Igboho said he can work in harmony with the governor inasmuch as he recognizes the fact that we have the fundamental right to secure our people and to protect their interest. The activist said he was ready for meaningful discussions surrounding the burning issues of security and to end the impunity enjoyed by killer herders. He said he was only after stopping the killings and kidnappings of Yoruba people by the marauders. He added, "We are sure that the governor is able to feel the pulse of the people who are feeling the heat from the killer herders, and we believe that he will rise up to the occasion and do the needful. If they call me for a meeting to discuss the burning issue of security to end the impunity by the killer herders, I shall gladly oblige. I am ready for any genuine approach to stopping the herders' madness against our parents, brothers and sisters in Yoruba land. Why should our people, harmless for that matter, be going through all the horrible experiences without getting justice, and everybody folds their arms looking on as if nothing is wrong. He called on Yoruba people to be united and stop playing politics with the lives of the people. He said royal fathers, politicians, the youth, and the elders should speak in one voice with no discord in Yoruba land. According to him, Yoruba leaders should remember that the first Oyo Empire was mowed down by this same set of people. The second Oyo Empire at Igboho, Oyo, was equally destroyed by the same people. This time, our people must protect all Yoruba people. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a full and a robust and a very rich public pronouncement by this chap now, the man of the moment, Sunday Igboho, and the upshot of it, because there are several elements to this. So first is talking about the concerns that his family have for him, and his family are right to have those concerns, and those concerns are shared by the entirety of Yoruba land, because of course we don't want this guy to go as a martyr, because this is now the era, the arena of martyrdom that he has placed himself in. But necessarily somebody has to take charge of this situation, because as he said, the people who are supposed to have charge of this situation, these empty heads that we have as governors in Yoruba land, that they go around telling everybody that they're the chief security officers of their states, but then of course the chief security officer of each individual Yoruba state is the Seriki Fulani of that state, because it is the Seriki Fulani of each individual state in Yoruba land that determines who lives on or dies. So the security is in the hand of the Fulanis, but then of course the security in Yoruba land cannot be in the hand of Fulanis, and that is why and that is what rather has led to the emergence of Sunday Igboho. So now every time you listen to this guy, you may well dismiss him as some uneducated person, but then of course that then means that you don't really have any concept of what an education is, because you might well think that an education is rather being able to speak in English language and going to school and whatnot. But an education is a cultured and an enlightened mind. That is all that an education is. An education, again, listen, is not being able to speak English or French or whatever it is that that your colonized mind tells you pretends to be an education. No, what is exactly an education is having an enlightened and a civilized mind. And this guy has an enlightened mind, because of course everything that you heard in this space and most things that you have heard from this guy are enlightened thoughts. So he's saying that look at this situation that we're contending with, and you can go on the internet and there's a plethora of examples of how these people are marauding and savaging, with individuals recounting their experiences in the hands of Fulani herdsmen in Yoruba land. Restive communities, farming communities, which is the largest bulk of Yoruba land, because Yoruba land is very much an interland sort of like a society. So when you remove Ibadan, the rest of Oyo state is like farming settlements and rustic settlements. That is exactly it. Same thing repeats in Ekiti, Ondo, etc., etc. The only place that the mass of it is urban is Lagos State. So outside of Lagos State, the entirety, really, the good 70 to 80% of Yoruba land is rustic rural settlements. So now in this rustic rural settlements where hunting and farming is the main source of our income, which is an agrarian sort of a community, you have these foreigners now coming from Niger Republic to ravage and savage, and the people that are meant to have charge of the lives and well-being of these people in these rustic communities, they are just in whatever capital city that the state is. They wring in their hands drinking champagne and chancing young girls and thinking they are living their lives and going around calling themselves the chief security officer of that state. There is only one chief security officer in Yoruba land, and that chief security officer is a man called Sunday Igboho. So now, Sunday Igboho's family, of course, are now raising an alarm to say, caution yourself, you are not the only Yoruba man in Yoruba land. But then the guy is now caught in a crossroad. He has now ignited this thing, so he cannot now back down, because if he backs down, that will be the end of him. But then pushing forward might also be the end of him as well, which is the alarm that his family is raising. So he cannot create this whole situation that he has created, this whole awakening that he has created, and then just suddenly disappear and hide away because his family are cautioning him. He cannot do that. He's not that sort of a man, and he will not be man enough if he did do that. So he doesn't have the choice to back down, but then the choice of moving forward portends all manners of danger and peril. So damned if you do and damned if you don't is effectively where this guy is positioned now, between the devil and the deep blue sea. But then, of course, a man of courage is charging forward, basing all of his confidence in the ancestral backing that he has by virtue of the Yoruba belief system. Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section, but before you come into the comment section to engage, click on the red subscribe button so it's on screen, bell button notifies you every time I upload a new video, click on like as well because that helps the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, Sunday Igboho's family are cautioning him, but it's too far gone down the line now for him to back down, is my position. What is yours? Come share it. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.